Hey, everybody, welcome back to the September podcast. My name is Ken Ledgert. I'm the marketing director at Tour de Force, and once again, it's my pleasure to welcome in Ryan Elliott, the senior application engineer. And this month, we're going to be talking about something that's pretty near and dear to my heart because it does have to do with marketing. We're going to be talking about our event manager. Now, it's really a non traditional piece of a lot of CRMs, and I guess that's really where I'd like to start. So, Ryan, why don't you give us a little bit of an overview about the event manager?
Absolutely. Thanks, Ken. Thanks for having me back. So the event manager in Tour de Force is used in a couple of different capacities. And really what we do is we talk to our customers and we get a starting point for what they're planning to use it for. This could be training events that they're putting on internally. This could be trade shows that they're attending. Potentially could be a counter day sale for their folks out in the back office there in the warehouse. So, the event management piece of what Tour de Force is something that we can help our customers define on how they want to use it, ultimately allowing them to grab information that might be important. So when you think about attending an event, and I'll give you an example. I'm actually going to one of our customer events here coming up in the next couple of weeks. And within that event, we have all the information for the travel. We have the information for the hotel we're staying at. We have the information for where the packages are going to be that we're shipping down there. So, it's the ability to keep everyone abreast of what's going on for an event that you're attending. Same can be said for something that you might be putting on with enrollment fees or costs to go do something at an event. So that's the typical starting point of what we do with our event manager, and that's usually where we go with our customers in conversation.
So, Ryan, one of the things that I know internally, you hit really the big one. So there's obviously a lot of our customers have counter days. We do campaigns, we do webinars, we do trade shows, we do all the traditional type marketing. Is there any specific or unique example that you can think of that somebody's used our event manager for?
Absolutely, and that's a great question. So a specific example of that would be one of our customers is using this for training courses that they do. One of their major things that they perform is a training session, or a university is what they call it, and they have a website that they can have users and have customers log into to sign up for classes, and these classes become events, and the events have sessions with dates and times, and there's an automated process that allows the user information to be populated within the invitation list of our event, ultimately providing them back with feedback as to the class they signed up for, the class number, the cost, the date and time, and everything associated with what they signed up for. So from what I would consider an advanced setup of the event manager, they're able to capture a lot of great information that, number one, can help them with marketing and down the line, because now they can figure out which classes were the best, and then they can provide emails and say, hey, Mr. Customer, you attended this training class. What kind of feedback can you give us? What's the satisfaction for the training we did? Should we change it for the next session? But ultimately, it allows them to also give people access to Tour de Force through our API. So they're utilizing some advanced pieces, but ultimately the entire back end is based on the event manager.
That's pretty cool. So you and I have an opportunity to work pretty close on a daily basis, and you've heard me say it a lot. And so this is where I think we should go from really an ending perspective. But when we look at event manager and we look at some of the key benefits, what are the things that we track over and over?
It's another great question. So, when you really think about what the event manager provides you, and especially if you're either putting on an event or attending a show, you're looking to figure out, okay, number one, what did it cost me to do that? So what was my expense to do that? You can track the expenses and link those specifically to the event. What were the contacts that I met? Who were the new people that are now in our prospect list, or new leads that come in to Tour de Force now that are also linked to the list? So you're building out your pipeline based upon that specific event. Or you start to get into the final piece of the puzzle, which is taking all of that and tying that out to new opportunities and sales. And what was my ROI then for attending that event? So if you think about, Ken had mentioned some of the things we do internally with our events, and one of the events that we do is our website. We consider that an event because people fill out forms, there's traffic, there's things that they do, and what we track is the ROI from what we do with that time and everything we put into our website. So when you look at the numbers, you can say, well, how many sales were closed or how many opportunities were generated based upon this event being done. Just like someone listening to the podcast from today, how many new signups did we did to download the podcast? And that's something that, when you think about it, there's almost a vast array of different options for you to be able to capture information and then put it into the Tour de Force event to see what the ROI would be on that. So, anytime you can get a return on investment and it's really immediate feedback from something that you're just attaching information to, like contacts or opportunities or sales data, that's a very good thing, because now you know whether or not you should do that event again, what you should change, and the feedback is fantastic. So I would say the ROI capture is one of the biggest things that people can get benefit from by using the event manager.
Yep, and that is exactly where I was going. I mean, my team probably gets tired of me saying it, but we track ROI for everything, because quite frankly, that's how you make informed decisions. You know what's working, you can replicate it, you can try something, and if there's no ROI associated with it, then maybe that one passes for the next time. So the event manager, again, it's really an awesome tool for a lot of people out there in marketing. A lot of people don't think about actually managing the event as part of the CRM system or process. So I would encourage you, if you want to learn more, check out the website, see what else we have to offer. Ryan, thanks for your time. Thanks for participating in the podcast.